What's good, everybody? Welcome back to EVO Japan, and we're jumping right back into this first losers round one match. It's gonna be Tsuchiya on the Milia going up against Miken Bancho on the Bedman.
David, the stuff, we'll see how it plays out. Extremely excited to see again a matchup of some amount of proportions, man. This is one I've not seen before. I'm going to be making some judgment calls as we go. Extremely excited to see it play out here. As again, loser side action getting us started now. It's do or die, and heaven or hell in the truest way.
It's most definitely right now. And then the bad moon here early coming down from the heavens. Let's see, though. Obviously, it's not going to be too much without any RC to back it up with, and Miken has fought their way out of the corner quickly. Oh my goodness, going every which way using the Capel.
Down with the 2K, 2D, couple 5Ks, not too much. Hair car finds the mark. Opportunity now. It's close slash, does work us out, but it's going to be the burst just to make sure we don't go through the wall.
I love the hair car as well, because in the last situation they used Bad Moon, right? And now going with a low afterwards. This is what we talked about with Amelia using the disc. That's going to be a full follow without meter. Definitely looking good here. Goes low again. Has the RC if they want to extend it now or super. Either way, knockdown. You are just getting mixed to hell and back, bro. Nice block on the quick low, though.
In the counter poke straight afterwards here, as we do have 50-meter error stored up, comes straight down and grinds it out. There's the hit and there's the follow through. Still alive, but a meter advantage as well as the positive bonus. And the RC forward, an aggressive angle forces burst.
Indeed, and now, actually check the pressure. Great recognition to know there was a gap there. The Capel to avoid coming down linearly. Oh my goodness, blowing him up here, using that FD to avoid any chip as well. Tsuchiya doing such a good job, but just as I say that, gets anti-aired at the end of it.
The hop over just barely gets poked out of it, holds on to the burst here, so a resource advantage as well as the air throw, the punish. Incredible answer early on, as now is able to float over the disc and get that extra chunk of damage here. That is 60% of your life with little to no effort. Incredible reads and great patience here. And I say patience, this time for strategic patience has ended. Slides on in, gets the hit. That is one of the fastest games we've had today.
Looking so happy and pleased doing it. And that is the dangers of running a Pixie character like we talked about, right? It's very easy to run into the wrong thing, get exploded to start, and then get snowballed from there. Oh my goodness, the bed slam from the bed man.
Slides in, opportunity there after fireball, nice punish and the counter hit to poke afterwards there. Very aggressive with how we're trying to challenge, it seems.
Indeed, oh my goodness, the deflection after the empty low, great block, and then buying some space with that as well. Oh my goodness, the Capel. That's one of the things with Bedman being so big, right? The Capel's gonna come into contact more often than not. Tries to RC in response to the deflection. We're gonna burst in response to getting counter hit though.
The way we have been choosing to utilize our jumps and utilize our normals out of our jumps to be able to stop these attempts at the discs in neutral has been absolutely monstrous here. As now continuing to float at a bit of an awkward space here. Still back to the corner, but it's not gonna matter with a touch like that.
Oh, YRC gets some space back, but again, Miken has been doing such a good job of countering the approach from Tsuchiya, whether it's on the ground or in the air, putting out the normals. You've got to do something earlier to respect what an instant block of the cross-up, but it's still not going to allow this pressure to be relieved. Overhead off the fuzzy block. No full conversion, but nonetheless, you still in the mix, bro. YRC block punished outright. Miken is going wow.
Had so much time to be able to register the situation that was at hand. Opportunity now as we go for the jump forward, but the JP not going to find anything here, but a good suite of blocks.
Indeed here, Bad Moon after harassing with the 5K. Instant blocked and trying to not get pushed back, and that was actually big because that close S was, or excuse me, the far S was in range because of that instant block.
And there's good. Gets a side swap as well into the corner. This is huge.
Bruh.
Positive bonus as we're going to break the wall. Here we go.
How in the hell did you get the wall break off that? We'll send a bomb out. Oh, that was so tough to see because the explosion hit Bedman for partial.
Look at the meter. Opportunity to potentially get explosive here soon. Not going to matter though as the overhead finds the mark.
Oh, and then jabbed out as we talked about, right? 2 times with the RC. Tsuchiya is going to burst here, trying to hold on to this game. Obviously, they're already down a round, so they can't afford to lose this one. And they're in a tough spot, blown up. Great blocks in the overhead. FD to create some space with the YRC to follow.
Yeah, reset there. Honestly, ended up being fortunate here as we find the fireball and find the air to air again. Doing such a good job utilizing the unique and awkward movement of Bedman to continue to stifle all these attempts to move around. Straight back in again. No time to come up for air.
Yeah, Miken has been the one being ultra aggressive, right? This is actually something that Milia usually thrives doing, but right now it's all about the bedman overwhelming this Pixie character. Oh, and then faking out the over at that time and going low, but this is the thing, right? It's just kind of nickel and diming the bedman down. We need some significant hits like the bedman's getting. And then again, bro, as soon as she's able to move, right, just filling that space with the perfect option every single time. Miken on set point.
That last hit did so much more than I thought here. Everything is looking so dire.
Indeed, man. Tsuchiya is in a tough spot.
2D Lust Shaker doubles up and gets the side swap situation again. Looking tough. 6P. There we go. Opportunity back to the mid screen.
We're going to have to use that 6P more, and there's the air-to-air on the counter hit that time instead, as Tsuchiya was looking for that dash down. Ooh, deflect shield. It actually caught by the in, but it still didn't push Milia far enough away. Just close the distance right after. Back dash to avoid it and get the back throw. It's going to be a big turnaround.
It's a big body backdash for the bed frame. Got to remember, nice anti-air opportunity as we mix it up. Gets the connection, has the meter, resets it again as the BRC is able to perfectly block the YRC for the second time.
Oh, I thought that was actually a burst safe routing, but it was not. Miken does get clipped, giving Tsuchiya one more chance. Throw established. What's the mix going to be afterwards? Goes back to the original side and blocked the flex shield after to get that space. No anti-air attempt there. Instead, was trying for the air throw, perhaps. Went to the sky themselves.
Double counter poke, gets the connection, opportunity, and we close it out. Not a single one of those big opportunities missed. As Bedman continues to be successful on the EVO stage. A sentence I never thought I'd get to get out.